Hi, guys.
Hi.
All right, so what happened? Tell us everything.
Our job here is to have you watch the show to find out.
Tell us everything.
That's a very open-ended question.
It's actually not a question, it's a demand.
Actually,
I don't think we're going to leave the
good
table
point.
until we meet the demand.
Well, let's start this way. Where do we pick up in this first episode?
Very few people know who they are.
Yes. Yeah, they don't know their own identities. Margot thinks she's Janet. Josh thinks he's Isaac, an Uber driver. Quentin, my favorite, thinks he's Brian, the literature professor.
Right. Alice knows what's going on, but she is locked in a prison in the library. So it's a very interesting first episode for us, just simply because our characters have no fucking clue who they are. So the first order of business is to situate them in a world with magic and have them try to figure out what to do about that. So it's a fun challenge.
It's kind of fun because Gene Fogg has really played an important role and has made kind of a devil's bargain with the library. So, and the McAllister, which he has to, like a lot of diplomatic agreements, it's very, very, very flawed and has a lot of different blowback. So it should be fun.
Are you treating the characters almost as though, like, they have amnesia? Forgive my psychologist question, but are you almost treating them like they have amnesia and they're going through sort of like it's kind of a trauma for them because they really don't know?
No, it's more like, imagine you can go to witness protection where you pretend to be someone else. Only in this form, you are that person. You're an entirely different human being.
You even look different.
Memories. Yeah, in mirrors. And they see themselves in mirrors, and we said that they look completely different faces.
And we'll explain why they look the way they do. That's a big part of the first episode. But we actually have two sets of actors. We've got the ones you know and love, and then we've got the ones who look the way that they look on the outside. It required a lot of explaining when we were producing the first episode, but it makes perfect sense when you watch it.
Oh, that's intriguing.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how drastically different are they? Are some of them even like a different race, or some of them just have different hair, or some of them look a little bit like, but it almost feels like a coincidence if they would look like, they just look very different. Certain things remain the same, however. This is a spoiler, but like Isaac doesn't know that magic is real. He's just like surge pricing, Ubers, living my life. Josh has sexually transmitted lycanthropy. And that's not something that Isaac can disclose because he's not aware he has it. Right. So a lot of stuff like that starts to come up. Yeah. That's funny because when you're dealing with someone that has a sexual STD, they have it'd be nice if they tell somebody.
It's good if they know so they can tell.
And now
so
it's like
be,
But what if they didn't know?
Honestly does not know.
It doesn't know. Yeah, that's the storyline that comes into play a little bit.
Well, I'm glad Josh is getting more play. In a weird way.
I don't know if this is something that you can answer, but you've been very good about creating a storyline that lasts over the course of the season. Like last season, we had the quest for the keys. Is what we saw at the end of the prior season something that will unfold all season long, or is it something you plan on wrapping up and then moving into another storyline?
I think that everything you see at the end of season one, which really is two distinct kind of storylines that will merge. One is the library is not bad, but they're not good. They're kind of just like they're very certain they know what's best for all of us, whether we want to be included in that or not. And the other is the monster in Elliot. And those two stories definitely move forward through the season, and they, I think, without spoiling it, I hope, they converge in a way that we hope is unexpected. They have a shared history and they have a shared future.
The past seasons, we would find that characters that we thought we knew and loved inside and out shifted alliances, if you will.
Yeah.
So for a while there, I was pissed at Julia. For a while there, I was pissed at Quentin, and then I'm pissed at Alice, and now I'm pissed at Fogg. Is that going to continue on as the characters keep kind of molding and growing and flexing?
Probably, because we try to hew to the rule that we will write them as humanly as possible, and in our observation, humans, even very smart ones, fuck up all the time.
Have you ever been to Thanksgiving at your own house? That's our model.
Yeah.
It's literally your house.
In fact, it's good. It's always a good indicator
Right?
to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like if I'm in the writer's room and people are pitching things and I start to feel a little defensive for the character, like, oh, people might not like Alice if she does that. That's
Right.
actually a sort of flag waving for me. Like, we should maybe do that. We should push the character in this direction because it's making us uncomfortable. So, yeah.
Do you guys already have a musical in mind for this season, or do you feel like that has run its course?
Do we have a musical idea for this year, John?
Musical. No, not at all.
How shall I answer that question?
Just say yes.
You could answer it musically if you want.
I know, right?
How do you feel about... No, the answer is yes. I guess I dragged that out though, good
I
one.
know you did. Now you guys have also done a pretty good job of incorporating a lot of the elements from the books into the TV show, and it has been mentioned that a lot of book 3 will be part of this upcoming season. So
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how that's going to be incorporated without really spoiling anything,
Yeah.
especially for those that haven't read the books, into the current story arc, which is forgetting, and
Yeah.
like the monster that's like looking for everybody as well, because it's like something happens in Hillary, something just a certain heist, and just a lot of stuff happens. Oh, and even some characters get introduced.
Yeah.
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 We are definitely doing some things that you will recognize from book 3 this season, but we haven't exhausted that material yet.
Yeah, we actually think some of it could move to season 5.
Or 8,
Yeah, 8.
10, season 12.
You guys want to keep going,
Yeah, keep on going.
No complaints. No.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Sarah, the SPN family.